apparently going to prison. Going to prison. I'm going to be away from my babies. I'm kind of hanging out with me as I deliver this. Masa. Masa. Yeah. Anyways, so it's been a year, I think. Pretty much been over a year since I started speaking out. Against barbaric beliefs that ultimately cause harm to children. As you know, there's a massacre of countless children happening. I think yesterday they sent a fleet of boats to try to deliver food, but at this point, I think there's very few survivors. And what food gets through, it'll just be for show, performative effort. It's too late. And so, otherwise I would be there, even though it's too late to try to deliver food to whatever leftover survivors there are. I think they've all been poisoned by chemicals, bomb, toxins. And so, like Japan, the initial explosion killed tens of thousands, but it's the people that are survivors that probably don't survive more than 5 or 10 years due to extreme sicknesses, cancers, and other defects, they would call it, from the bomb. But yeah, apparently I've been reported to the police for everything I've been saying. And I was reported by, believe it or not, a friend. Someone who I just had over for dinner. Him and his family, like a week ago, 2 weeks ago. And I don't want to make this video too long because I actually don't have enough battery. But yeah, we had gotten into some arguments because I think for the last year, he's been trying to suppress and silence me. Like I have brain and intelligence research that backs up everything I am seeing, which is that religions are turning people into compliant, complicit slaves to crimes against children. And there's an American that I've kind of been allowing him to instigate, because he's been suppressing me, saying it's not religion, it's not religion, it's not religion. And I've been just researching it more and more, and every day it is religions. It's people that religions in front of the lives of children. And anytime any religion tries to say that some children must die, or any religion that even tries to mutilate a baby's penis, I'm going against that. Myself, I was a child who had my penis mutilated when I was a baby, before I had a choice in the matter. I consider that act the defining act that makes me Jewish. Now, my parents aren't Jewish. They're lifelong Christians. They raised me in the Christian church. I went to church several times a week. We were always the first one in church and the last ones to leave, because my dad was like part of the religious clergy, let's say, deacons and whatnot. And so it's not like I'm hateful of I'm part of the religion. I was born in that religion. But I'm able to see that there are criminals inside this religion. And I'm able to see what parts of the religious books allows those criminals to breed. Their words, such as, or just even entire books of the Bible, are all about descendants. The fact that it's all about descendants makes it about worshiping ancestry, and it's basically where nepotism comes from. The idea that certain people born of certain people who have certain parents are chosen by God to be favored. So religions create racism, because that's basically racism. And so I speak out against it. And someone who debates with me about it, I'm freely open to debate. But over time, eventually I lose my temper and I say, why are you like this? Why do you so strongly defend these institutions when I'm giving you clearly rational logic? And the final straw was when he sent me to a politician. Politicians are all bad, all of them. Politician from Germany who's a supporter of Zionism. And after a year of being against terrorists, any sort of religion that believes they have the right to kill children is a terrorist. Because he sent me that, I was like, are you a Zionist? Why do you support Zionists? I asked him, why do you support Zionists? And there is a secret cult in the US that the South is known for, and it's called the KKK. I was like, do you have connections to the KKK? You know, I've explained to you a million different ways what's going on in the world and why religions are creating terrorists. It doesn't matter whether it's Muslim, Jewish, they're all creating people that want to go to war and bomb children. And one true fact is there are more Zionists that are Christian than there are Zionists that are Jewish, just purely on numbers. There's probably 100 million Christians in the world, complicit and okay with bombing Gaza, all the children. And there's probably only 20 million Jewish Zionists. So at this point, it begs the question, is he trying to suppress the truth about religions, creating terrorists against children? Like, stop trying to suppress the truth with me. And I finally said, enough is enough. I don't want you to try to suppress the truth with me. Like, stop giving me lies, essentially. I don't need it. And saying I'm I'm racist, I'm anti-religion, I'm intolerant of religions. And he's sending everything that we debated. And, there's a lot to the police, and they're gonna, I guess, try to imprison me for, I don't know, anti-Semitism or racism or anti-religion. So, while I have my phone, while I'm free, I'm gonna be doing live a lot, because in prison I'm not allowed to have my phone, so I hope everyone can understand my point of view. And I kind of feel like, in a way, I've been living or recreating the path that Jesus took 2,000 years ago. I believe Jesus was a normal human being that was born in the Jewish religion and decided it was harmful to children, and decided to notice all the crimes, especially usury, the idea of putting children in debt, renting money to them. And I believe Jesus decided to leave and explore religions and explore other cultures and experience cultures where children weren't being abused by religions. And that's what I've been doing. I've been on like a little pilgrimage, learning about other religions. Even though I'm here in Brazil, I'm learning about indigenous, native religions, the Amazonian people. And I've been learning about Buddhism and Hinduism with the help of social media and books online. And I've been reading a lot and studying with lots of natural medicines and native spirituality, nature spirituality. And I believe Jesus took the same path, like those missing years of Jesus. And then he came back and tried to, and here I am trying to awaken people in to stop worshiping the religion, instead worship our children, protect our children, teach them to themselves, and connect with true spirituality within. I believe Jesus took the same path. And speaking out, just like Jesus did, Jesus spoke out, especially against the church, temple, synagogue. He went in there with a whip and started flipping tables. They eventually imprisoned him and then nailed him to a cross and killed him. And right now, I just met friends who called the police on me and are making a case to send me to prison, I guess. All right, that's what they want to do, is destroy my life, silence me, put me in prison. And wow. Yeah, I'm learning what it is to live the life of Jesus. And I'm not saying I'm part 2 or part 3, right? He was reincarnated, or he resuscitated himself. I'm not saying Jesus part 3. I'm saying I'm a guy who decided not to get married and to truly be what Jesus was being. There's a Walter White in here. Aí dentro, fala português. Vou traduzir isso, colocar em português depois. Falando porque provavelmente eles vão enviar eu para prisão, não sei. O mundo está fazendo a mesma coisa que pessoas fazem com Jesus Cristo 2000 anos antes. Eu falando contra religiões que está fazendo crimes contra crianças. Religiões fazendo crimes sexuais e também matando crianças na Gaza, no sítio onde Jesus Cristo foi matado. Sim? Ele está Jesus Cristo lá na Palestina. E eu falo contra isso na minha rede social. E pessoas que conversam comigo, eles falam coisas de mentiras e eu falo a verdade. Olha, a razão de essas crianças matando por causa de religiões criar terroristas. Religiões de judaísmo, cristianismo e islã. Todos. Sim? Todos têm histórias. Se você lê livros, todas essas religiões que saem dessa parte do mundo tem muito matando crianças, muito fazendo crimes contra mulheres e crianças. É muito. Todos. Então, eu falo isso para todos e um amigo de eu não concorda e ano nós fazendo eu dando muito evidência, muito verdades, muito livros fala isso, muito internet fala isso e ele sempre existe, ele defende religião, judeus, cristianismo, ele é muito branco que para ele os brancos querem defender cristianismo e judaísmo forte, é guerra para eles. E esses dias, finalmente eu falei, por que você defende muito? Mas parte de, como nos Estados Unidos tem homem que coloca branco cabeça e roupas e mata pessoas para defender religião. E eu falei, você parte desse, você faz o ancestral parte desse terroristas? Quero saber por que você defende muito. E ele não gostou disso. E agora chama a polícia, envia essas coisas e tentando colocar eu completamente colocar eu dentro do silêncio, destruir minha vida, esse tipo de coisa. Senti, uau, é como Jesus com Judas. Judas chama a polícia para pegar Jesus. E agora eu passando isso. Eu falo, eu vivendo a vida de Jesus agora. Então, mesmo Jesus não escreve livro, eu quero escrever livro um dia, depois de eu aprender toda a verdade. E agora eu entendo por que Jesus não escreve livro. Ele ainda não é verdade. E eles matam ele antes deles possível escrever. Mas agora eu falando em YouTube para pessoas lembrar, não adora Deus, não adora Jesus também, não adora nada humano. só adora crianças. Ama crianças. Ama e dá tudo para crianças. Mata todas pessoas que faz crimes contra crianças. Mata todas pessoas que mata crianças. Mata todo que faz mutilação, que corta pinto de bebês. Tem religiões que corta o homens pênis, o pinto, o pico de bebês. Esse é um crime. Nós precisamos dar proteção de abuso que pessoas fazem contra crianças. E porque eu falando isso, eles tentando agora jogar eu na prisão. Não tem mais bateria no celular. Eu falo todas coisas. Algumas vezes, desculpa, eu falo com palavras feias. E eu acho que todas as pessoas ficam raiva e enojada contra eu por causa das feias palavras que eu uso. Mas eu falando palavras feias porque eu vejo crimes feios. E eu vejo quem fazendo esses crimes. E quando crianças está abusada e crianças ficam mortas, completamente matando. Eu falo, você está mal para suportar isso. Você está para brigar contra eu, só que está brigando para crianças. Então, qual religião eu sou? Antes eu fui cristianismo, judaísmo. Por que cristianismo, judaísmo? Porque meu pinto está mutilada. My penis is mutilated like a Jew. That's not a Christian practice. Jesus never said to circumcise baby boys. But yet here I am circumcised as a baby. Estou judeo-cristianismo, que sai judeo-cristianismo e começa a religião para ajudar e adorar crianças. Sacrificar nossa vida para crianças. Pensar mais sobre dar crianças uma vida sem crimes. Eles sem ensinar eles que eles são escravidões, sem propaganda que vai tirar eles próprio espiritualismo dentro deles. Eu estou religião para ajudar eles. E com essa religião que eu vivo, pessoas de religião tentando colocar eu dentro da prisão e eu para silenciar eu. Agora eu vejo, uau, eu está vivendo a vida de Jesus. Jesus passa a mesma coisa. Ele é falando contra a religião para ajudar crianças. É isso. Todas outras coisas que dentro disso cheia de falsos, cheia de coisas falsas. Mas lá central de verdade que existe é Jesus Cristo, sair religião e tentar ajudar crianças. Esse. Todas as pessoas fazendo isso é o novo Cristo. Agora, tem muitas pessoas sair religião para ajudar crianças. Vamos fazer Jesus Cristo verdade juntos. Let's all be Christ conscious and leave religions and focus on protecting and helping and worshiping children. They are the future. Sacrifice ourselves. Every moment should be thought, how do we protect and help children to not be victims of war and slavery and all other types of abuse and mutilations of their body and mind? How do we do that? That's the religion I'm part of. I'm asking you to be part of that religion. Even the people who fought with me defending religions, I plead with you to wake up. I'm angry at you. Sometimes I use harsh words because you're not waking up. Sometimes instead of gently trying to wake you up, sometimes I take a bucket of water and splash it on your face. It's rude, it's painful, it's mean, but I don't have much time left anyways. The world is reaching a point where we have to decide that we want to hang on to our ancestors' barbaric religion that allowed a lot of crimes against children, or just say start from scratch. Let's make a new religion that is all about making children's lives better, free from crimes and abuses against them. All right, this is Korean Jesus. I'm asking you to be whatever ethnicity you identify with most, whether you be Jewish or Italian or Japanese or Chinese or Latino, Hispanic, Native. Be Jesus. Speak out against religion. Create a new spirituality that only thinks about the children and improving the lives of children so that they can escape slavery, escape usury, escape sex abuse, escape parental abuse. There's a lot of parental abuse against kids. Being taught that they have to be a slave and a retirement plan for their parents. And we need to give all our wealth to the children instead of profiting and taking out loans in their names, basically, on the backs of children. We need to stop all of that. We need to stop the war going on that basically causes poverty, puts children in poverty, puts children in their early graves or amputates their legs because of wars against them, calling them future terrorists. How dare you? These were created terrorists, not these children. All right, so that's just the updates for today. I'm using my live. I'm going to be doing live all day now because I won't have a phone soon, maybe, I think, because the friends that are religious, they are reporting me to the police right now. They've already done so, actually. So I don't know when the police are going to show up to take me in and take me and my phone away, and I'll just have I'll just be in prison. So, yeah, that's it. Love you. Even the religious people, I love you. But please wake up. Stop killing children. Stop abusing children. Children are the most holiest creatures on this planet. Besides kittens. Kittens are slightly more holy than children. I'm sorry. Kittens are, as the Egyptians say, the only true free animal on this planet. But yeah, I'm just here spending time with animals and nature until I go to prison. And I love you all. Wake up. Let's create our future. Let's let our children design their spirituality instead of trying to program them. Also, I'm not creating Jesus because I'm holier than thou. That's all bullshit as well. Jesus was a sinful man as well. Jesus had a friend who was a prostitute. And she probably taught him tantric sex. They probably had sex. Jesus had sex with a prostitute. Jesus was not some penisless God man. No, Jesus was a regular human. And you can be Jesus too. And I've had my flawed history as well. I used to be a womanizer. I was, I'm also that used to be addicted to porn and sex, and not like a lot of men are these days, because they've designed the system to turn everyone into porn and sex addicts. It's everywhere. Every time you open your phone, you can't avoid some man's girl trying to get you to be more addicted to boobies. Anyway, I believe if we left our children alone from the abuse of religions, they would not be addicted to sex. I believe the naked people in the Amazon, they're practically naked all the time. And I believe they don't have people that are addicted to porn and sex. And so, anyways, stop going to church. Nature is real church. Nature and trees and plants and animals will cleanse you and make you feel closer to the inner godliness that exists within you, so that you can awaken and escape the addictions that religions have created in you. I'll continue this later when I have more phone battery. I'm going to go recharge my phone. Love you guys. I'm going to be in prison. They're going to torture me because I'm pretty. And yeah. But not whatever I experience, I do it in the hopes of children having a better life one day. And I do it knowing there's already children suffering far more worse torture than I am. And yeah. All right. I keep talking. Bye-bye.